Hello, everybody. This is Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's broadcast of Field of Dreams Baseball. We are into the second week of September. It is a pennant race, and it's a good one. And before we get started and get into today's games, let's take a quick look at the standings. St. Louis, 95 wins, 9 games up on Lehigh, 9.5 on Chico's, 14 on Philly. There's a race here for the wild card. St. Louis has pretty much wrapped it up in the Moneyball division. Same with Beantown. They pretty much wrapped it up, even though they are 8 games under 500. Cleveland, an amazing 8.5 back. Beantown looks like it will be the winner in the Sandlot when we're done. Rain Delay Division has the two best teams in the Universal League, San Francisco and Crystal Lake. Crystal Lake 7 games back, an outside shot at catching San Francisco. San Francisco's going to have to go in a slump as Mark from Beantown is coming in to the stadium, and they are the first ones in. And the division that gives me heartache, the natural division, Vegas leading by 2.5 over Union Stewart, 5.5 over Hagerstown. The hard-charging Washington Clowns, 6.5 back. Everybody's coming after Vegas. I've been in first place the entire season. Unfortunately, you don't expect to be there at the end of the year as the Union Stewards has a great finish in all the sims I do. I expect them to win the division. And they may even catch me this week because I have a 4-game series at Crystal Lake, and they're a tough team to beat. I'm not sure Union Stewards plays Washington, so it should be an interesting week. So without any further ado, the first game I'm going to broadcast one of my own, Vegas at Crystal Lake, but it won't be till the third day of this week due to the fact that the first game, Crystal Lake pitches Maddox. Second game, they pitch Gibson, and I don't want to watch myself lose. So I'm going to do the third game. Johnson may pitch the third game, but I certainly don't want to watch the first two. So without any further ado, let's start simming. September 9th, we got Philadelphia at Manchester. Philadelphia needs to win as many games as possible between now and the end of the year. And they win this one 11-1. Lehigh at Beantown. Lehigh also in the same boat. Needs to win. They don't. Beantown 3-1 winners. Hadley Lake at San Francisco should be an easy time for San Francisco. And it is 13-0. Here we go. Greg Maddox, Crystal Lake against Vegas. And they win 8-4, as I would assume they would, with Greg Maddox pitching. Florence at Hagerstown, 8-3. Hagerstown wins, closes up half a game on Vegas. Carolina at Edmonton. Edmonton having a good season, but they lose now to Carolina 4-3 as David Lando and Slash comes in, the general manager and manager of the Crystal Lake team. Washington at Union Stewards. I'm rooting for Washington. Sorry, Mike. But Union Stewards closes to within a game and a half, just like I thought they would, with beating Washington, and I'm facing Crystal Lake. It's going to be a tough week. Bronx starting to keep their head above 500. They do, 5-3 winners. And Lehigh and Beantown have a second game, which Beantown wins, and wins the doubleheader 10-8. We move on to the 10th. Philly at Manchester. Philly wins 4-3 as they keep their head above water and still in the race for the wild card. Here comes Gibson at home for Crystal Lake against Vegas. What a surprise. Crystal Lake wins 2 in a row, just like they do on all the sims I run. Lehigh at Beantown. Will Beantown win 3 in a row? They do. Lehigh starting to fall back as Beantown wins the game. St. Louis leading that division at home against Amazing. Amazing upsets them Chico's needs a win there at Lancaster. They don't get it. However, Lancaster upsets them. Chico's remains 9.5 back, but a half a game ahead in the wild card race. San Francisco again at home against Crystal Lake scores 11 runs 2 days in a row. This time 11-6 winners over Hadley Lake. Hagerstown trying to pick up another game. They don't. Florence upsets them 3-2. Carolina at Edmonton. Edmonton 8-3 winners. Edmonton's now 76-70. Here's Washington. Union Stewards can gain a half a game and come within a half a game of first place. If they beat Washington, they do 11-2. Just like I anticipated. The Bronx 11-4 loses at home to Cleveland. Here we go. Day 3. Buckshot is here. You think you lost 5 in a row? Let's check that out. Chico's. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've lost 5 out of 6, however, but that was right. Previously, you had a 5-game winning streak. Okay. Back to watch Vegas fall out of first place. They are a half game up in the natural division. St. Louis still 9.5, Beantown 9.5, and Crystal Lake still 7. Back of San Francisco. Let's see if Philly can beat Manchester. Manchester upsets them 3-2. Philadelphia falls back a little. Bronx on their winning streak, and they continue it. 4-3. Actually, they lost the last game. They're 74-72, but remain 2 games above 500. Here we go. I don't know who Crystal Lake's going to throw at me, but I need this game. Let's find out. Lance McCullers pitches for Vegas. Oh, Randy Johnson. Not only do I have to face Gibson and Maddox, now I got to face Randy Johnson. Lucky me. No wonder I lose 4 in a row on this streak most of the time. Lineups are in. Let's go down to the field. Lance McCullers Jr., who I got from Beantown in a trade earlier this season, is 5-5 with a 4.60 ERA. Facing Randy Johnson, 12-9, 5.48. It's raining. Light rain, 77 degrees, 6 mile an hour wind right to left. Here we go. Turner up, leading off for Vegas, followed by Muzio Martinez, Killebrew, DiMaggio, Cepeda, Manny Ramirez, Simmons, and Bobby Dorr at second base. In the outfield, Barnes, Griffey, Oliva, left to right in the infield, Boggs, Tramo, Carew, and Fox. Posada catching, Randy Johnson pitching. Let's see what happens as Trey Turner steps in. Boggs to first, 1 down. Stan Musial facing the left-handed Johnson, and he hits it on the ground to Trammell. 2 away for Edgar Martinez. Oliva puts it away, and Vegas goes down 1-2-3. Lance McCullers needs a photo. Let's do it. Well, Lance McCullers doesn't have a photo. So he's not going to have one today. I don't think I've ever broadcast a game with him, so that's why I don't have him. Lineups for Crystal Lake: Boggs, Carew, Bonds, Fox, Griffey, Greenberg, Oliva, Posada, Trammell. In the outfield for Vegas: Ramirez, DiMaggio, Musial, Killebrew, Turner, Dorr, Cepeda. In the infield, Simmons catching, McCullers pitching, and here we go. No score, bottom of the first. Wade Boggs, DiMaggio's got it. Rod Carew. Cepeda drifting into foul territory, puts it away for the out. And Barry Bonds on the ground into right field, base hit. Runner on first, 2 away for Jimmy Fox. He hits it on the ground, back to the mound, over to first for the out. We head to the top of the second, no score here at Yankee Stadium. Johnson pitching to Killebrew. Killebrew, line drive, base hit in the left. Runner on first. My team's not much of a stealing team. Killebrew is not going to steal. DiMaggio up. He bunted it in front of the plate. It is a sacrifice. The great sacrifice by Joe DiMaggio. I would have never called that, but I haven't figured out how to stop it unless I put no bunting. And then that causes a problem all by itself. Orlando Cepeda. Ground ball to Carew. He's out at first. Killebrew goes to third. And Manny Ramirez facing Johnson. He walks. Runners on first and third, and Ted Simmons. Simmons in the left center field, and Vegas takes a 1-0 lead as Manny Ramirez goes all the way to third on the base hit. It is 1-0 Vegas. Bobby Dorr steps in, runners on first and third. He walks, and Johnson has loaded the bases here in the top of the second inning. Trey Turner. Turner on the ground to Boggs. A great play is always an out, and that ends the inning. Great play number 18 for Boggs. We head to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Vegas. Ken Griffey Jr., line drive, base hit in the center field. Hank Greenberg, first strikeout for McCullers. Oliva, deep in the left field. That is off the wall. Griffey's going to score. It is all tied at 1. Tony Oliva doubles for the 39th time this season. Posada, there goes the runner. Oliva's caught stealing. Stealing third base is dangerous, and certainly was dangerous there with a left-handed batter in the batter's box. 2 outs, nobody on. Posada strikes out. McCullers gets his second strikeout. Randy Johnson heads to the mound. He will face Musial, Martinez, and Killebrew. Musial, slow roller to Trammell. 1 away. Randy Johnson pitches to Edgar Martinez, who singles up the middle. Runner on first. Harmon Killebrew's 1 for 1 today. He's also singled. Johnson gets his first strikeout as Joe DiMaggio. Sacrificed his first time up. This time he hits it deep in the right, but Oliva's going to put it away to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third, tied at 1. McCullers facing Trammell. Musial puts it away in right field. Boggs and Carew to follow. Base hit in the center field for Wade Boggs. I wish I could say I'm enjoying playing this game. I guess I should have simmed it. Carew up. Third strikeout for McCullers. Barry Bonds walks. Runners on first and second. for Jimmy Fox, who hits it deep in the center field, but DiMaggio's going to put it away. It's a great play. Number 27 for Joe DiMaggio. We head to the top of the fourth inning, tied at 1 here at Yankee Stadium. It's a tight game between two good teams. However, let's find out who's going to take the lead. Orlando Tate up against Randy Johnson. He's going to fly to Bonds in left. Manny Ramirez. No balls, 2 strikes. Johnson delivers, fly to left field. And Manny Ramirez puts it into the stands for the second run of the game. That ball traveled 354 feet, his 27th home run of the season. And I saw Manny Ramirez hit lots of home runs in Yankee Stadium, so he just did it again. He must like this park. Randy Johnson pitching to Simmons. And guess what? There's 2 in a row, back-to-back home runs, Ramirez and Simmons, as Vegas takes a 3-1 lead. 324 feet. That didn't go to left center field in Yankee Stadium. That would have had it go down the line. Bobby Doerr up to right. Oliva coming in, second out of the inning. And Trey Turner's 0 for 2. Now he's 0 for 3 as Johnson gets his second strikeout. Back-to-back home runs in the top of the fourth. Vegas takes a 3-1 lead. It is the bottom of the fourth with Griffey Greenberg and Oliva facing Lance McCullers. Strikeout 4 for McCullers. Greenberg walks. Tony Oliva doubled in a run his last time. Hits it on the ground to Turner, to Cepeda for the out as Greenberg takes second base. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. Jorge Posada. Fly to deep center. DiMaggio puts it away on the warning track. We head to the top of the fifth, 3-1 Vegas. Randy Johnson facing Musial. He pops it up behind the plate. Great play by Posada. Martinez and Killebrew to follow. Third strikeout for Johnson. Killebrew to center field. Griffey coming in, puts it away. 1-2-3, go the Stars. Halfway home, it's 3-1 Vegas. Bottom of the fifth inning. Trammell, Boggs, and Carew. Trammell's the fifth strikeout for McCullers. Boggs walks. Carew up. And Carew walks. McCullers loses 2 in a row. Barry Bonds. Deep in the right field. Musial back. He's got it at the wall. As he almost put a 3-run homer on the board, but it was falling short. Jimmy Fox, 2 outs, runners on first and second. And Fox strikes out. McCullers bears down, gets the Killers. We head to the top of the sixth, 3-1 Vegas. Johnson facing DiMaggio, 0 for 1 today. He's now 1 for 2 as he slaps a single in the center field. Orlando Cepeda up. Deep fly ball in the left field. And Bonds can just watch that one head into the stands. And Cepeda puts a 2 spot on the board as he hits his 33rd home run of the year, traveling 379 feet. It is now 5-1 Vegas. Manny Ramirez homered his last time up, and he's going to face a new pitcher. Nick Sandlin. Sandlin with a 2.01 ERA, 1 win, no losses. 31 innings pitched this season. The right-hander will face Manny Ramirez. Ramirez pops it up. Boggs in foul territory. For the out. Sandlin to face Simmons. Simmons to right field. Oliva coming in. 2 away. And Bobby Dorr. Sandlin strikes him out. Well, the damage was done. They took Randy Johnson out. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Vegas. Let's see. The computer says McCullough's strong. Let's see how long he will last at this heavy hitting Crystal Lake team. Griffey leads off with a walk. Never a good sign. Hank Greenberg up the middle. Dorr to Turner for 1. That's all they're going to get. Greenberg on first. Tony Oliva on the ground to Dorr. Second for 1. First. 4-6-3 double play. We head to the top of the 7th, 5-1 Vegas. Sandlin facing the top of the Stars' order. Here's Turner. He's going to hit it on the ground to Trammell. Close play, but they get him. Stan Musial 0 for 3. Down the left field line, it is a fair ball into the corner. Musial digging for first, rounds first, heading for second. He's in the second with his 41st double of the season. Poor play, looks like Wade Boggs. Musial on second. Edgar Martinez up. And Blake Parker into pitch. Let's see Parker's story. Parker, 5.45 ERA, 1 win, 1 loss, 34 innings. Allowed 40 hits. League hitting 300 against them. Edgar Martinez walks, runners on first and second, 1 away. Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew on the ground to Trammell. Looks like a double play to second for 1, over to first. Innings over. McCullers into the 7th inning. He's got 102 pitches. His EPC is only 110. Let's find out how long he'll last. Facing Jorge Posada, and Justin Morneau is coming in to play first base. Max Muncy coming in to play third. Aaron Wohen left, Andrew Jones center, and the whole team is being replaced. Jock Jones in right. And, of course, Neil Kotz is coming in to pitch. A whole new team on the field for the Vegas Stars. Posada on the ground to Muncy. 1 away. Alan Trammell. Trammell line drive, base hit in the right field. Killers have a runner on for Wade Boggs, who's 1 for 2. Boggs goes down on strikes. First strikeout for Kotz, and Rod Carew hits it in the left field. Base hit. Trammell's going to third. Runners on first and third. Barry Bonds up. Kotz delivers. He pops it up into the infield. Bobby Dorr puts it away. The Red Sox. That's the Red Sox in me. The Stars get out of the jam. They head to the top of the 8th, 5-1. Blake Parker still on the mound. Andrew Jones up. First time today, came in as a defensive replacement. Griffey puts it away in the deep center field. Justin Morneau Aaron Small coming into pitch. Let's see what he does. 5.09 ERA, 3 wins, no losses. 64 hits in 58 innings. He will be pitching to Justin Morneau, came in to play first last inning. Morneau on the ground. The Fox takes it to the bag, 2 away here in the top of the 8th. And Aaron Rowan, he strikes out. 1, 2, 3 go to the Stars. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Cots to face Fox, Griffey, and Greenberg. But Al Lopez now is coming in to catch. I remember Al Lopez as the manager of the Chicago White Sox, but he was a catcher back in the day. Foul ball. Cots delivers to Fox, strikes him out. 1 down, bottom of the 8th. Ken Griffey Jr., number 3 for Cots. Cots turns red, and he strikes out Hank Greenberg. 1, 2, 3. Go the Killers in the 8th. We head to the 9th. 5-1 Vegas. Small to pitch to Al Lopez, who just came in last inning as a defensive replacement. He's going to single into center field. Poor play, Rod Carew. Bobby Doerr, one of the original starting players, still in the lineup. He hits it back to the mound. Small to second for 1. That's all they're going to get as Doerr beats the throw to first. Trey Turner, also one of the starters in the game. He remains in the game. He hits it deep into center field. Griffey's going to get that one. Doerr returns to first, and Jacques Jones, the right fielder, defensive replacement, facing Small. And that ball's hit deep in the right field. Oliva puts it away at the fence. However, we head to the bottom of the 9th. 5-1 Stars. Let's see who the computer puts in. Isringhouse coming into pitch. Isringhouse obtained in a trade at the deadline, pitching to Oliva, who hits a base hit in the right field. Posada up. Deep in the right. Back goes Jones. 1 away. Oliva trots back to first. Aaron Treadmill up. Allen Treadmill hits it to short. Turner to second for 1. That's all they're going to get as Treadmill is on first. 2 away, runner on first. Wade Boggs facing Isringhausen. He walks him, sorry. Isringhausen is the way you pronounce it. Sorry about that. Rod Carew up. Pops it up. It's going to be in foul territory. Bobby Doerr chasing it. Will it make the seats? No. Doerr puts it away for the out. The ball game is over, and I picked the right one to play. Vegas 5, Killers 1, as I avoid the 4-game sweep here at Yankee Stadium. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Vegas. They're now 81-64. The 87-58 Crystal Lake Killers won 7-0. For Vegas, hitting stars, do we have any? One guy with 2 hits, that's Ted Simmons, but we did have back-to-back home runs by Ramirez and Simmons. Vegas had 3 home runs, Ramirez, Simmons, and Cepeda. For Crystal Lake, 2 hits for Oliva. He also knocked in a run. Pitchers, losing pitcher Randy Johnson, 12-10 on the season, 5 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, struck out 3, walked 2. Sandlin, Parker, and Small finished up for Crystal Lake. For Vegas, McCullers, the winning pitcher, he's 6-5. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, a run. It was earned. 6 strikeouts, 5 walks. Cots came in, pitched 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs. And Isringhausen came in, pitched the last inning, to get the win for the Vegas Stars, and that game is over, thank goodness. Vegas remains one game up on the Union Stewards pending the results of the rest of the games today. What am I missing? I don't know what I'm missing, but we got 9 guys in here, and I'm not in my bathrobe, so we're in good shape. Lehigh at Beantown. Lehigh needs a win. They get it 5-2. Cooper wins his 20th game of the season. Amazing at St. Louis. They upset them last time, but St. Louis comes back to win 6-4. Remind me to check Babe Ruth's home run count when this day is over. Chico's at Lancaster. Chico's wins. Walter Johnson, 35 wins. We're keeping an eye on that. 3-1. Hadley Lake at San Francisco. San Francisco wins their 3rd straight against Hadley Lake. Florence at Hagerstown. They upset them last time, but Hagerstown comes back to win 10-5. Carolina at Edmonton. Edmonton 6-2 winners. And sorry, Mike, I'm rooting for Washington. And it doesn't do me any good. 8-7 Stewards win the game. We are going to go to the 12th, but before we do that, home runs. Babe Ruth still at 75. Okay, wanted to check that number. Halfway through the week, as Legends MV come in, Jeff Hunter's here, and SGJ Jamie. Wednesday, St. Louis still maintaining their 9.5 game lead, along with Beantown maintaining theirs. San Francisco expands their lead to 8 games. Vegas, a half a game ahead of Union Stewards. Quite a race. Florence at Hagerstown. 7-2 Hagerstown. Philly at Manchester. Philly wins 6-3. Carolina still at Edmonton. Edmonton wins 4-3. Will Hadley Lake lose 4 in a row to San Francisco? No. Hadley Lake wins 8-6. Can Vegas split this 4-game series at Crystal Lake? Let's find out. They cannot. Crystal Lake beats them 4-3. Natural division temporarily tied as Vegas lose 3 out of 4 to Crystal Lake on the road. Not a surprise to me. St. Louis 5-4 winners. Chico's needs a win. They get it 4-1. And the Bronx wants to stay above 500. And they do 4-3. Let's go to the 13th. Let's see what we got here. I'm looking for a global game. I think we got one a little later in the week. Let's do Chico in the Bronx, I think, a little later, but let's see what happens. Beantown at Philadelphia. Philly wins 8-1. Let's see where Philadelphia is. 13 back. They're not making any progress. Amazing at Lancaster. Nobody cares. Amazing wins. St. Louis. 6-4 winners at Cleveland. This is an important game for me anyway. Hagerstown wins 6-3, knocks me out of first place. Union Stewards takes over first place by a half a game. Lehigh at Manchester. Lehigh 12-0. They are still a half game behind Chico's for a playoff spot. Florence loses to Edmonton 7-0. Union Stewards going to have a problem here. They're at San Francisco, but they don't. They beat them, and they take a 1-game lead over Vegas in the division. They win in 11 innings, 5-4. Crystal Lake trying to keep pace, 4-1 winners at Carolina as they pick up a game. They're now only 6 back. Hadley Lake at Washington. Hadley Lake upsets Washington 10-9. Chico's at the Bronx, 1-0 Bronx. Musina over Walter Johnson does not win number 36. And amazing at Lancaster, 5-1 Lancaster. As we head towards the end of the week, there's been a change in the natural division. As I predicted, the Union Stewards in first place by a game. San Francisco 6 games up on Crystal Lake. Beantown 9.5 up. St. Louis 10.5 up. Chico's and Lehigh tied for the wild card. Let's see what we got on the 15th. Chico's and Bronx on the 15th. Let's sim the 14th. We'll do that one. Vegas at Hagerstown. Vegas looking to win. They've been on the road. They're losing, and they lose again. 7-2. They drop 1.5 games back of the Stewards. Cleveland at St. Louis. 7-4 St. Louis. Lehigh needing a win over Manchester. They get it 6-2. A game nobody cares about. Amazing 8-5 winners. Beantown facing Philadelphia. Philadelphia squeezes by 6-5. Washington hanging on by a thread. They lose to Hadley Lake 4-3. They're probably done. Chico's at the Bronx. Chico's wins 8-2. They remain tied with Lehigh. A doubleheader at Hagerstown. Hagerstown sweeps the doubleheader, drops Vegas 2 games back. Edmonton at home against Florence. 6-2 Florence. Union Stewards at San Francisco. San Francisco upends them in a slugfest 14-10. And Crystal Lake winners at home against Carolina. We head to the last day of the week, this broadcast. St. Louis 10.5 up on Chico's and Lehigh. There's the race there, Chico's and Lehigh. Beantown pretty safe, 8.5 up. San Francisco, Crystal Lake. San Francisco's got Crystal Lake by 6. And Union Stewards leads by 1.5 games, 1 game in the loss column over Vegas, and 2 games over Hagerstown. Those 3 guys are in it. We're going to do Vegas at Hagerstown, a sim here in a second. Well, that may change the ways things look. As a matter of fact, I'll do everything except Chico's at the Bronx. I'll do that, play that game last. Okay, here we go. Lehigh looking to win. They don't. Manchester 7-1 winners. Lehigh drops a half game behind Chico's. St. Louis shut out by Cleveland 1-0. Vegas needs a win desperately at Hagerstown. They don't get it. Hagerstown wins 4-2. Vegas now drops into third place, 2 games back, 2 games in the loss column. Amazing at Lancaster. Florence at Edmonton. Beantown, Philadelphia needs to win out. They win 3-1. Washington can't lose anymore. They win at Hadley Lake 8-5. Lehigh, second game of a doubleheader, needs this game to keep in a tie with Chico's, and they get it 16-2. Union Stewards needs this game to stay 1.5 games up on Hagerstown and 2 games up on Vegas. And they win it 7-2. They now have a 2-game lead over both Hagerstown and Vegas, 2.5 out, essentially, with, as you can see, with 2 games in the loss column, with 2 weeks to go. It's going to be a race. Crystal Lake, 6-5 winners over Carolina. Let's play Chico's at the Bronx. Dazzy Vance for Chico's. Noah Lowry for the Bombers. Lineups are in. Let's go to the field. Great pitching matchup. Dazzy Vance, 6-8, 3.77 ERA against Noah Lowry, 4-7, 5.97 ERA for the Bronx. No rain in the forecast. Lineup for Chico's: Jacobson, Espinal, Hernandez, Kent Guerrero, Freehand, Frederick, Guerrero, Bichette, In the outfield for the Bombers, Gwynn, Jackson, and Judge. In right field, Caminetti, Boudreau, Gordon, and Delahanty at first, left to right in the infield. Molina catching, Lowry pitching, stepping up to the plate. Baby doll Jacobson. Here we go. Well, this game starts with a bang. Jacobson, who I traded to my friend Buckshot, leads off the game with a home run. And it is 1-0 Chicos. Espinal on the ground into left field, base hit. 2 batters, 2 hits, and Teoscar Hernandez deep into left center field, and that's off the wall. That'll score a run. Hernandez in the second standing. It is 2-0 Chicos. Jeff Kent. Bounding ball to Boudreau. He's not going to have a play. Kent makes it to first on the infield hit. Hernandez to third for Vladimir Guerrero, who bangs it into center field. Base hit. It's Vladimir's 4th double of the year. It is 3-0 Chicos. Freehand walks. Bases are loaded. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. Johnny Frederick, the center fielder, facing Lowry. And there's the first out of the inning. Guerrero Jr. up. No balls, 2 strikes. Line drive. Caminetti puts it away for the out. 2 away, bases still loaded. Dante Bichette, the number 9 hitter. Throw to first. It looks like they did not get him. Here's the pitch. Bichette strikes out, and we head to the bottom of the first. Chicos, 3 Bombers coming to bat. Batting order for the Bronx: Delahanty, Boudreau, Jackson, Stargell, Judge, Gwynn, Gordon, Caminetti, Molina. In the outfield for Chicos: Hernandez, Frederick, Guerrero in the outfield. Espinal, Bichette, Kent, and Guerrero Jr. at first. Father-son combination. Freehand catching, Vance pitching, Delahanty steps in. 1 away, Boudreau. Well, Hernandez is going to watch it bounce off the wall. Boudreau in the second with a double. He's hit a few of those this year. That's his 52nd. Reggie Jackson up. Line drive, base hit. Hernandez is going to throw it in, and Boudreau is going to hold at third. Runners on first and third for Willie Stargell. Deep into right. Guerrero's got it. Should score Boudreau, and it does. 3-1 the score, and Aaron Judge facing Vance. There goes the runner. Jackson is out. To end the inning, we head to the top of the second. 3-1 Chicos. Lowry to face the top of the order: Jacobson, Espinal, and Hernandez. Jacobson home to start the game. He singles to right. Espinal on the ground to the left of third base. Lowry delivers as an infield pop-up. Delahanty puts it away for the out. Hernandez up. That's on the ground. Back to Lowry, 2nd for 1. That's all they're going to get. Hernandez on first. 2 outs. Jeff Kent. Lines out to Boudreau at short. We head to the bottom of the second. 3-1 Chicos. Vance delivers to Judge. That ball's deep into left field. Hernandez has it, however, for the out. Tony Gwynn's on a 9-game hitting streak. Kent gobbles it up, throws to Guerrero for the out. And Gordon lines out to Kent. Great play by Jeff Kent. Number 4 on the season. We head to the top of the third. It's 3-1 Chicos. Lowry to Guerrero. Guerrero trots down to first. Freehand Frederick and Guerrero Jr. to follow. Pops it up. Molina's web gem makes the catch. Frederick up. Throw to first. Throw to first by the catcher, and he's back safely. Line drive, base hit. Is it a base hit? No, it's caught. It's a base hit. I don't know what it is. It's a base hit. Runner's going to go to third. There it is. The computer finally pops it up. Base hit, runners on first and third. Lowry pitching to Guerrero Jr. To the left of third. Guerrero pops it up into the stands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lowry delivers. Fly ball deep in the left field. Gwynn's got it. Guerrero going to tag. He's going to score without a throw. 4-1 Chicos. Bo Bichette. Deep into left field. Gwynn just can watch this one. It's into the stands for a home run. 2 runs will score. And it is now 6-1 Chicos. I don't know how long Lowry's going to stay out there, but, well, he's not going to stay out there any longer. Lucas Lutage, never heard of him. In the pitch. 5.60 ERA, 4-3 on the year with 5 saves. 289 league average against him. Doesn't look like he's fooling many people. He's pitching to Jacobson, who hits it on the ground to Gordon, and that should end the inning. We head to the bottom of the third, 6-1 Chicos. Caminiti up. Vance delivers, strikes him out for his second strikeout of the game. Molina on the ground to Bichette. He's going to have to hurry. He's got him 2-away. And Ed Delahunty. Here's Vance's pitch. Line drive, base hit in the left field. Delahunty on first. 2 away for Lou Boudreau. Boudreau lines a base hit in the center field. Delahunty's going to make his way around the third. Bronx have runners on first and third. Kent committed a poor play on that one. Reggie Jackson to face Vance. Fly to right. Guerrero Sr. puts it away to end the inning. We head to the fourth. 6-1 Chicos. Lucas Lutage, I guess. I don't know how you pronounce it. He's pitching to Espinal. Base hit to center field. It's going to end up to be a double. Espinal's 14th of the year, 9th hit of the game for Chicos. Hernandez on the ground to Caminiti at third. Looks the runner back, throws to first, but Hernandez beats it out. Caminiti took too long on that one. Nobody outrunners on first and second for Jeff Kent. Line drive, base hit in the left field. Espinal rounds third, scores Hernandez. Going to be on third. There's going to be an error on Tony Gwynn, which is going to allow Kent and Hernandez to advance. 7-1. Hope you're enjoying this. Buckshot, you don't have to be nervous on this game, I don't think. Intentional walk to Guerrero, bases loaded for Bill Freehan. Freehan to deep center field. Jackson puts it away for the out. Hernandez tags and scores. It's 8-1. Ludic turns red and facing Frederick. Well, there you go. You heard automatic out. Boudreau puts it away. And Guerrero Jr. will face a new pitcher, Jonathan Losiga, I guess. 2.66 ERA, 5-6 on the season with 3 saves. And there's a ground ball to Boudreau, going to throw to Gordon to get Guerrero for the force out to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fourth. It's 8-1. We're going to zoom it to the end of the sixth, see where we are. Where it's 8-1, it doesn't get any better than that. Let's zoom it again to the end of the eighth inning. 11-3. I think we can end this game. And there it is, 12-3. I know Buckshot was nervous. However, he didn't have to be nervous, as Jacobson went 4 for 5. 2 hits for Espinal, Hernandez 3. Kent had to top of the order, 4, 6, 9, 11 hits on the first 4 batters. 2 hits also for Frederick. The Bronx, 3 hits for Lou Boudreau, 2 hits for Joe Gordon. Bronx, Lowry started. He's now 4-8. He pitched 2 2/3 innings, allowed 8 hits, 6 runs, struck out 2, walked 2. Ludic, Losiga, I guess, and Chapman finished. Vance, a complete game. He's now 7-8, 9 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, struck out 8, walked 2. Let's look at the standings to end this broadcast, and we'll go into week 3 tomorrow. Please feel free to pick up the file. Anyone who wants to do week 3, if no one does it, I will do it tomorrow night, same time, 7 o'clock Eastern. Beantown, 7.5 game lead, but I think it's safe over Amazing. St. Louis, 9.5. I think that's where they started. Chico's got a half game lead over Lehigh for the wild card spot. Union Stewards takes the lead, as I predicted, in the Natural Division. 2 games up over Hagerstown, 2.5 over Vegas. And in the rain delay, San Francisco is lost a couple of games as Crystal Lake has closed the gap. They are only 5 games back. There's 2 weeks to go. Let's see what we got for games next week. Well, we start out. Let's look at my division. We start out, there's nobody. Crystal Lake plays San Francisco. I can tell you what, that's a game going to be broadcast. Vegas at Florence to catch a break. Carolina Union Stewards, that's not a break for Vegas. Hagerstown at Hadley Lake. So the 3 top teams in the Natural Division play 3 poor teams in the beginning of the week. That, as we head to the 19th, it remains the same. At the end of the week, though, we're going to switch. Crystal Lake goes to Vegas to beat up on me a little bit more. And Hagerstown gets a break at Carolina, and Union Stewards gets a break. They go to Hadley Lake. So next week, while I'm playing Crystal Lake, Union Stewart's playing Hadley Lake in Carolina. I should be a little further back at the end of that third week with 1 week to go. Anyway, that's how we're going to end it today. I'm going to zip it up. I'm going to thank Buckshot David Landau, Jeff Hunter, Legend stopped by for a moment. MV was here. SGJ Jamie, Mark from Beantown, watching his team win the division. Mark was also the first one in the broadcast. I want to thank everybody. It's a great Monday. We'll see you on Discord, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Talk to you soon.